Okay, y'all, here's the question. Do you get the shot or do you not get the shot? Yeah, that seems to be the question about these vaccines. It might be a controversial subject, but I'm going to talk about it anyway today. It's a personal decision, right? It should be a personal decision whether you get it or not get it, at least in the United States, right? You got the freedom to choose what you want to do, especially medically, right? As long as it just has to do with you personally and maybe your family. But what I don't want to do in this video is I don't want to get into arguments in the comments about if it's morally right to take it, whether it's morally right not to take it. I believe it's a personal decision, right? And I'm not going to give you my complicated answer to what I feel about vaccines in general, and especially this one. The only thing I'm going to say is that I believe in vaccine choice. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I have opinions on it, but it should be your choice. I don't want governments, really anybody, but I don't want governments for sure mandating to me a shot that I have to take. Now, if you decide to take it, that's fine. I'm not going to berate you for taking it. If you decide you don't want to take it, don't take it. But it's getting to be less and less a personal choice in this country. And the reason I say that is I read an article, I think yesterday, and I was reading it again today, that Tyson Foods, big food company, mostly chicken, I think, but they make everything and sell everything. They're out of Arkansas. They just came out with a vaccine mandate for all their employees, every one of them. All the management has to be done by August sometime. Office workers by October, I think, and then everybody, including drivers, by November. They say you have to have it or you risk getting fired. And they said also in this article that Tyson is also considering making anybody picking up or delivering to their facilities has to show proof of a vaccine also. So if you pick up at Tyson, you may have to show that you've got a vaccine passports. Now, several months ago, people were talking about it's coming, you're gonna have to show proof, you're gonna have a vaccine passport. They call those people conspiracy theorists, right? Well, it doesn't look like that's so much of a conspiracy theory, is it? So, you pick up at Tyson or you pick up somewhere else and they don't make you show it, but you're delivering to Tyson and you get there and you don't have it or you didn't take the vaccine, or even if you did and you don't have proof, they could turn you away and you've got that load on you. Now, they also said that Walmart has mandated vaccines for all their office personnel, but have not yet for their 10,000 or so truck drivers. Now, do you think that's coming? Do you not? Once things get started like this, do they ever stop or go backwards? Probably not. My company hasn't said anything about it yet. And I'd have to decide, me and my family, if they mandate it for all the drivers and everybody else, what we'll do at that point. We wouldn't have even thought about it being a possibility, right? A few months ago, but here it is. There's more cases, so they want to put mandates back on masks, and now they're talking about vaccine mandates. I don't know. But also in the article, it did say that there will be exemptions for medical reasons and sincerely held religious beliefs. So, I know my wife works at a hospital and she has gotten an exemption for the flu vaccine because some medical issues and because of our sincerely held religious beliefs. And they don't make it easy. You got to write an essay basically telling them why, and they can turn it down, I guess, or not. But with those exemptions comes a lot of other restrictions. Like at the hospital, if you get an exemption, you have to wear double masks all the time. Even in the flu, just for flu. During flu season, you have an exemption for the flu shot, you have to wear a mask in the hospital all the time. Now, for the COVID thing, I think now her hospital is mandating that also for COVID. And so she's going to probably have to put in another exemption for that. So my question is, what are you going to do if it comes for you? I've seen other drivers on other threads talking about they'd be unemployed if it comes to that. So will you get an exemption? Will you go with the added restrictions of a mask or whatever if you take an exemption? Will you quit? Will you get your vaccine? I don't want to argue why or why not. I just want to talk about the issue of mandating vaccines. I don't want the government for sure telling me that I have to get something, and I'm not sure I want my company to either. I'm personally responsible for me. And they say that I might get somebody else sick. Well, then they can be personally responsible for themselves. And if they want to get the vaccine and wear masks, they can do that. So, tell me what you think only about the mandates in the comments. And go down in the description, check out all my links. Send me an email if you want my information so you can put me down as a referral for employment. Check out the SIA employment website down there also where you can fill out your application. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Like the video for me, and we'll see you later.